Well, hello, YouTubers. Hello, Instagram people. Hello, Facebook people and Twitter people. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with all of you. Well, I got to tell you, I've been here getting the letters that have been coming in. I want to say thank you. So many of you have been coming over to my Instagram and saying how much you enjoy that. I'm so glad you're finding me over there as well. If you haven't been to Instagram, go to the link below. And you can follow me. I do little updates there every day. So we have little mini readings, little insight, spiritual teachings. It's a lot of fun. So anyways, I hope you'll join me over at Instagram. Anyways, you know, today, speaking of Instagram, I'm wearing today, let me show you my pendant. I have a really cool pendant. It's a rune pendant, and it's got the rune algaes on it. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of got some glare here. But anyways, this is a rune pendant. And over on Instagram, I am doing a series on the runes. So I'm doing images of the runes and teaching about what they mean. This is the rune for protection. And if you want to learn about that, go to my Instagram page. You'll see that image of the runes. So I'm wearing my rune pendant, and I've been meditating on the runes. A lot of mystery there. I think we'll do another whole video on that. But in the meantime, go to Instagram. Well, guys, I'm glad you're here. Your letters have been coming out. Really appreciate it. So before we get into that, let me just tell you, for those of you who are new here, every week we try to do messages from the spirit world. And some weeks I get a little busy. It's a little longer than a week. But I'm trying to make it a weekly thing. And in this video, I answer letters from viewers. People write to me all over the world with their spiritual questions. And we ask the spirit world. So that's why it's called Messages from the Spirit World. And if you're watching, you say, well, gee, Bob, you didn't answer my letter. Listen, patience, okay? I get hundreds of letters. And, you know, sometimes people will write to me and say, you know, Psychic Bob, you were answering somebody else's letter. And what you talked about really applied to my life. And that was really helpful. I felt like you were speaking to me. And I said, well, you know, that's how the spirit works. I ask the spirit to channel through me and bring out knowledge that helps not only the letter writer, but other people as well. So even if I don't directly get to your letter right away, doesn't mean spirit's not trying to reach out to you. So have faith and listen and be open to that, okay? Anyways, before we get into that, give me just a moment, and I'm going to attune to the spirit world. Okay. My spirit guide Fletcher's back here. He says hello to you. Well, our first letter tonight is from 27 Devilish. And 27 Devilish writes and says, can you tell me anything about any spirit guides around me? Yeah, hi. You know, when I step into your energy field here, I pick up around you two names. One is the angel Zadkiel, and the other is the angel Uriel. And these are very powerful archangels. They are connected to the Kabbalah, the Tree of Life. And I feel like both of these angels are helping you right now to open your psychic gifts and your abilities. Uriel seems to bring forth energy here for improved finances and money for you. So I do feel like in the coming months, there's some opportunity for some extra money around you as well. But their main purpose is to raise your energy, to raise your vibration, because it looks like this last year for you has been a little bit of a struggle. You've been feeling a little disconnected. Well, Zadkiel and Uriel are working with you now to raise your energy and to bring you closer to the mysteries of spirit. And I want you to do some reading on Kabbalah. I feel like these angels are closely working with you to help you understand the mysteries of Kabbalah, particularly the Tree of Life. So anyways, those are some of your guides. Well, you have more than that, but that's the ones that are coming through right now, okay? Blessings to you. All right. Our next letter is from Shelby Nicole. And you know, Shelby, she's over on Instagram. Hi, Shelby. It's good to hear from you. I'm glad you're here at YouTube as well. She says, Psychic Bob, can you tell me anything about my life purpose? Yes, Shelby Nicole. You know, hon, around you, well, first of all, you have some themes. I have an artist theme around you, and I also have a communicator theme around you. And I feel like I want you to be open to areas where you get to do more self-expression, more creativity. I feel you have a great gift for writing. And I also pick up around you here energies connected to creative things, artistic energies. So I feel like your artistic energy and your communicator energy really are going to be very paramount to your success. I feel you do very well in anything like marketing or designing things or, writing, graphics development, anything like that where you get to kind of put out ideas and concepts. That's where I see you succeeding. So you want to embrace your life themes, which is artist theme and communicator, okay? I see you doing well with those. All right. Our next letter is from Angelo Adrian. Hi, Angelo. Angelo says, thank you, Bob. Anything about romance coming for me? This is anything that you see. Yeah, what I get is I feel like you are ready for a relationship. I feel like you've been doing a lot of inner work here. I get the month of December around you. It seems like in December there's somebody entering your life. I get this person is connected through a chat room. Very nice, a tall Caucasian American. I get the letter K around the name, so it's like a K, like Ken, or something with a K name around it. But I want you to watch because it does look like December is where you start to make that connection. I feel like when you go into 2015, you're saying, wow, I really got somebody in my life, So, the thing is, Angela, you don't want to just settle. I want you to wait for the right person. So don't just jump into something to be into something. But it's December where that energy is really strong for you. Okay? Hope that helps. All right, our next letter is from Flame Whisker 21. Yeah. Flame Whisker wants to know about their stepdad, Sean. And, yeah. Well, this is their stepfather's passed. Flame Whisker, I get them as being crossed over into the light. Sean made it over. You don't have to worry. I pick up around you other names as well. I get Trevor here. And I feel like this Trevor's coming in around you to let you know he's in the light as well. He's actually been paying some visits to you, looking in on you, also looking in on your mother. And he says, tell Mom I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. So he's in the light, and I do pick him up. So Sean is in the light, and also Trevor. I do pick them up around you. So I send prayers to you. I'm so sorry for your losses, but you are not alone, and you are being blessed, okay? You'll hear from them both. They keep telling me that Sean's been calling your name. You actually hear somebody calling your name. And that's your stepdad. And your brother's also been playing. He's moved stuff around your room. So you might get find a picture moved or, some item, a book moved, and that's his presence, okay? Anyways, blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Spanish Luscious. Hello, dear. She says, thank you, Bob. Can you tell anything about my life, anything about my journey? Yeah, hon, you've got around you two themes. Like Shelby Nicole, you have an artist theme also, but I also pick up for you a psychic theme. And I feel like these themes are really going to be predominant for you. You're being given the energy to create, and I feel like you have within you an artist that will create beautiful things. I see sculpture, and I see painting. I think anything in the visual arts. And Fletcher's is performing arts as well. So anything that you're doing to create, do music, do drama, do painting, that's where you're gonna have the most success. Because you create from that inner place. In your soul light, that's a place of beauty, and you bring that out, and you're going to create beautiful things. So I want you to embrace this. Interesting, your psychic theme comes over from past life where you were a gypsy. But that also is going to manifest because that gives you the ability to channel images. And I feel like one of the things you could even do would be like paint people's spirit guides and do channeled messages from their guides. So wonderful, wonderful artist and a psychic. Hope that helps. All right, our next letter is from Bob V. Oh, this is nice. Well, Bob writes, he says, "Say, Bob, have you ever thought about doing a podcast, maybe 1 or 2 hours a week? I think everybody would love to listen to it." Well, Bob, that's really nice. Actually, you know what? I like that idea. I've had people say that to me, but I've never really looked into it. So here's my challenge to you YouTubers. Tell me in the box below, do you want me to start doing a podcast? Yes or no? And if you say yes, tell me, what days you'd like that. And anybody who's technical, maybe Bob, you could help me. How do I set that up? I'm really not technical, so I might need some help there. But I'm open to it if you guys are open to it. Let's see what we can do. All right. Thank you so much, Bob. I'll let you know. All right. Thank you. Blessings. All right. Let's see. Our next letter is Michelle Trolley. She says, Psychic Bob, any wisdom for me? I'm going through a hard time. Yeah. Hon, when I step into your vibration, I get a lot of pink light around you, and that's the light of emotional angst and low pain. It feels very, very sorrowful. And I want you to remember right now that you are the light. And see, inside of you is an eternal spirit that is connected to God. And whenever you meditate, you go within, you connect back to that light. I feel like December is a very strong turning point for you here. I feel like that's where the healing energies around you really take. And I feel like you cross through a time that's a physical and an emotional strain for you. And I want you to be gentle with yourself. It's interesting, when I look forward to 2015, I feel there's an opportunity for a move for you, like literally a physical move, a house move in the spring. And I feel like that's important that you be open to that, because that signifies a new start for you. And I do feel like you are going to see things come back in balance. But you've got to go within and re-find your spirit. And that will start the healing process, okay? I send you a lot of blessings and prayers, but that's important. You are the light. Don't forget that. If you forget that, you're going to have a harder time. So go within and say, I am the light. I am God. I am love. See, God and you are connected. You're not separate. And right now, your energy makes you feel really separate, but you're not. You are connected to the divine. And listen, when we get to the new year, a lot of that energy starts to lift. And by the spring, I'll be interested to hear, but I think there's a move, as I said. So let's watch for that new beginning. I do feel there's also a beginning of a new relationship for you at that time as well. So in the spring, looks like there's a renewal of the heart, and romance is present. Blessings to you. Okay, let's see. Timothy Gallagher. And he writes and says, Psychic Bob, my cat, Cinder, likes your videos. Well, that's good. That's funny you say that, because animals, honestly, they're very psychic. And, it's funny, if I go to somebody's house to do a house blessing or a seance, and they have an animal or a cat, they can say, oh, Bob, don't worry, my dogs and cats never come around. But if I come to their house and do a meditation or a seance, all the animals gather. And that's because they love psychic energy. Anyways, he goes on and he writes, I love that. Yes, your cat is psychic, I can tell you that. It says, do animals carry issues themselves? My cat's been ill. He's been having dehydration and arthritis, and the vet's been helping him, put him on an IV to rehydrate him. Well, Tim, that's a good question. In terms of animals having issues, I like to put it this way. They don't have the karma like we do. We plot evil and we create karma for ourselves. All humans make drama and trauma, even good ones. But animals don't have that type of agenda. And usually when we see an animal that's having trauma, it's not really a karmic thing. Sometimes it's just simply the limitations of the physical world. This world is impermanent and nothing is solid. Our bodies are decaying. Everything decays. And I don't say that to be morbid. I say that because if we understand that, we're free from over-attachment to the material world, and we don't have that anxiety. I feel like also animals, when we talk about issues, if a human attacks an animal and hurts it and causes it trauma, that creates pain and sorrow in the soul. So the animals do suffer trauma and post-traumatic stress. This, in your case, is not that, because I know you're good to your cat and you love him. But animals, and you just ask in terms of issues, the issues that they carry are the issues of humans, that humans put on them. So we have an obligation to have mercy and compassion. And it's clear from your letter that you really do have a lot of compassion for your animals, so I'm glad. Around your cat, yes, hydration is an issue. I keep feeling as if like there's an issue in the kidneys. I would like them to look at the kidneys because I feel like there's something with the processing of fluid in the body that's stimulating that dehydration. And yes, I do get arthritis around the cat, particularly in the spinal column. So the cat will probably need some anti-inflammatories. But I want them to look at the kidney area for the cat. And I do feel like they may be able to give it some medicine to help stimulate the kidneys to handle fluids better. Okay. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. Our next letter is from 1234 Chris. 1234. He says, Psychic Bob, I had a friend who passed recently named Dario. Do you have anything, messages from him, anything you can share with me? Yeah. Hi, Chris. I'm so sorry for your loss. Fletcher says that Dario has made it over to the light. I get a boy around you. He has come to visit. He's about 12 years old. Kind of darkish hair from what I can see. And it's interesting because he comes over and he's bringing a frog with him. So that's why he's got a frog. He has a pet frog now in spirit. He's bringing this over. And he just wants to share that with you. And he wants to say thank you. He says, thank you for being my friend. And he says, I have another friend over here now. He's asking me to let you know that he feels okay. And he says, please tell my mom I love her. It seems like he's been worried about his mom. He's been actually going to the house and seeing his mom, and his mom's still having a very tough time. So he asked me, he says, please tell mom I'm okay. Please tell mom I love her. That's his words. And he says he's having fun with his frog. He has a pet bird over there too. So I don't know if on earth if he had these animals, but he has them in spirit with him now. And he just asked me to bring that over to you. And he says, tell him I'll be around. That's his words. He said, tell him I'll be around. I'll be seeing him. So yeah, I'm going to bring that to you. Your friend's in the light. He's okay. And he is looking after you, okay? So not to worry. You just tell him, just talk to him. Say, Dario, I miss hanging out with you, bud. You know, when he's there, he hears you. And I get the sense he's come over to visit you. You might even have felt his presence. So if you're sitting in your room and you feel like, wow, it's like somebody's near me, that's him, okay? There's nothing to be afraid of because he's the same Dario as he was when he was on Earth. He's just in a spirit body. But his spirit body looks just like his physical. So if you could see him, he looked just like he looked when he's alive. Anyways, I send you blessings and your friend's fine. All right? Hang in there. God bless you. Thanks for writing. Well, guys, that's all I'm going to get to today. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, keep it here. On Thursday, we're going to have another video. Thursday. I can't keep my days. It's Tuesday. It'll be Thursday's next video. We're going to have a video about UFOs, and we're going to talk about the alien phenomena. We got more on that. We're going to talk about the Hathors and some of the other alien races. So you want to be here on Thursday for that UFO talk, okay? Anyways, thanks so much for being here. Listen, tell me in the box below, do you want Psychic Bob to do a podcast? And is there anybody who could talk to me, tell me about how to set that up? Because I think we could do it, but I need a little help. Thanks for writing, guys. Thanks for being here. So be back here on Thursday. And, of course, next week, we'll have another Messages from the Spirit World.